What's up? This is all from the phone, and guys, today I have an issue with my car. If you look at me, not me. If you look at my temperature is really close to cold, not even close to halfway, and it keeps dropping down close to cold. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. I've been driving over 20 minutes now. Left the house at 6 o'clock. It's 6:26, 27, and that temperature gauge just keeps creeping down to cold. Now, some of you might be wondering, what the heck is going on with your car that it's getting colder as it drives? One thing is, it's 47 degrees outside, and the other thing is, my thermostat is stuck open. When you have a thermostat that is stuck open, this is what you get. I didn't plan on doing that to my thermostat. I do have a thermostat in this car. It's just a faulty thermostat. So today when I get home, I'm going to replace my thermostat so that I can have a working car again. Now, my check engine light isn't on yet, but it will come on. Probably within, a 30-mile cycle or 3 key cycles or something like that. But the check engine light will come on for the thermostat. So I'm going to fix it before that happens. I'm going to get an OEM thermostat from the dealer. Could probably get one from a parts store, but I want to get one from the dealer, and also get red coolant from the dealer. So it's gonna be more expensive than it should be, but whatever. I don't want to put cheap parts in this car because usually going cheap ends up being expensive. So yeah, when I get home, I will make a video on me doing my thermostat. So pretty much after this little section, it's gonna fast forward to me at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, guys. What's up? This is all from the phone, guys. Fast forward a couple of hours, more like 8, and I'm home. So first thing first, unplug your overflow for your radiator fluid, your antifreeze, and then, guys, that's the that's the thermostat housing back there. I'm gonna try to do this without pulling off the alternator, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna take the fan off just to give myself some space. It's very easy. Disconnect this first. Then you got a 10mm bolt right shown, and another 10mm bolt right there. And then once you got that out, this slides up. All right, I'm gonna stop real quick. All right, guys, once you have those 10mm bolts out, like I said, slides right out. And I didn't do any trickery there, because I know some guys make it seem like it's that easy. It's that easy. So the thermostat housing, guys. Ugh. Look at it right there. I can already tell this is gonna be a pain in the dick. But anyways, I'm gonna try to do this without taking the alternator off. The book calls for you to take the alternator off. Yeah, I'm gonna take this connector off. I need 2 hands for that, but it gives you a lot more space with that radiator out. I mean, not the radiator, but the fan. So I'm gonna try to work this out. All right, guys. So when you got this connector off here, you're gonna have a better access to that clip. That clip comes off with a little bit of man-jingle, and then this, if it's on there pretty solid, guys, what I usually recommend is to twist and pull. See, it just broke loose. Twist and pull. It's bleeding. So much blood. That's funny. Yeah, just get it all over your oil filter there. It's all good. Yeah, so have something to catch all that, obviously. Don't just pull it off without anything underneath unless you want to take a bath. But once that's off, then you pull those two bolts out. And guys, the hardest one is going to be that one right there. This one. Right there. Right where my shadow hits. Right there. You're probably going to have to come at it with a swivel. And I'll show you the setup once I'm on there. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to do this on camera. You're gonna have to get back there. I'm not gonna lie, the camera kind of helps. You see how it's at? Alright guys, this is my setup. It's just a 1/4-inch ratchet with an extension and a swivel. Let's see how I got back there. Now I'm gonna have to put the phone down to break this loose, but I'll pan back once I have it off. Alright guys, once you get it loose, it's pretty easy to take off, as you can see. Oh shit. Excuse the language. Sorry. Bad habit as a mechanic. When you get in a pickle, you curse. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Got it off. There you go. And once that's loose, guys, you can pretty much just, with your hands, take it off the ratchet and loosen it the rest of the way. And then this top bolt's going to be pretty easy because it's straight shot. And after that, you just take the housing out, put the new thermostat in, put the housing back on, and I'll show you how the thermostat looks when I pull it out. Alright guys. Alright guys, show you a little trick. That back bolt, when it needs the swivel, it's going to be kind of tough. You're going to just have to stick your fingers in there and get it out. But what I wanted to show you is, so you don't drop this thing back there, get yourself a magnet. And then once you have it unscrewed almost all the way, leave it on there. And then grab your magnet to grab the nut. Okay? Don't try to grab it with your hands because you will drop it. And then you will have a hard time getting it from out there. So, little pro tip there. Once you got it almost all the way off, just grab a magnet. If you don't have one, they're really cheap. Probably like $1 at the parts store. Get one. Okay? And it'll save yourself some headache. Alright, let's get that other bolt off. Okay guys, again, show you this top bolt. Very easy and simple. I still have the swivel on here. Don't necessarily need it. But, matter of fact, I might take it off because it's annoying. Here we go. Alright. That broke loose. Alright guys, I'm gonna get it the rest of the way off. It broke loose. You get the idea. Alright guys, I got both bolts out. Let's see how easy or hard this is gonna be. Ta-ta! Ta-ta! Got it out. Alright, there goes your thermostat. Ooh, mine is a bit clunky. Look at that thing. Now guys, when you pull this out of here, it more than likely is gonna have fluid, so don't try to pull this out with your hand. Try to get this on there. Alright. See? Gotta need some fluid. Alright. Good to go, man. I'm gonna get the other one in there, and we should be good, man. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you what actually happened to mine. You see this gasket right here? It started lifting up here. And I think that's what was letting coolant just passed by this. It was also pretty caked here. It's not too bad though, but you see with that gasket there lifted, it's just letting water pass through, and the car wasn't coming up to temperature. So I got me an OEM one. What I did is I did purchase the OEM from Toyota with the seal. I don't know if I did need it, but yeah, because it comes with a gasket. See right here, the gasket comes around the thermostat, which is nice. This bad boy up. Oh, if you need a part number, there goes the part number for the thermostat. And just ask them for the thermostat in the housing, and you should be good. But anyways, I'm gonna unwrap this, guys, and try to put it back together. Alright guys, so as you can see, that is authentic Toyota, the new one. This one doesn't look like it's authentic Toyota. Looks like this has been replaced before. And whoever replaced it, I think, messed the job up for some particular reason. Or the thermostat just sucks. I think the thermostat just sucks. But that's why I go OEM, guys. A lot of people are like, oh, OEM one breaks too, but I don't know, man. Seems to me like this one looks a lot better built. But anyways, the difference is in the two. If you can see this, the cylinder in the middle, see it? The OEM seems to be a little bit heavier duty. But anyways, I'm going to be putting this back in, guys. It's pretty much the reverse process. When you're putting on this gasket right here, you wanna once you have it on, just kind of put some pressure around it like this, just to make sure it's nice and set inside the actual metal and the rubber. There's actually a slit in this that metal sits in. So just make sure it's nice and tight all the way around, so that when you're putting this back in, you don't have a leak. Okay, guys? So pretty simple, guys. Pretty straightforward. Everything else is just back the opposite way, just reverse order. If you guys get lost or anything like that in this, just shoot me a comment. But guys, it's really simple. Another tip when you're putting back the two nuts that you have to take out for the housing, what I would recommend is try to start them by hand first with your fingers. That way, if you're trying to put it on, or if you have a magnetic cup or a magnetic 10 that holds the nut, even better. I don't have a set of those, so I'm just gonna try to shoot it by hand. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna get done. Once I'm done here, I'll shoot the car on and show you guys how to bleed it. Alright, guys. I'm gonna put this in here. Shooting this video actually helps me see what I'm doing. That's why I'm still doing it. But look at that. It's beautiful in there. That's why I love OEM stuff, man. OEM always fits beautifully. Alright. It's nice and set in there. Crap in the way. Get in there like bootier. Come on. Bamski. I got it in. Alright, and then nuts. Let's see. I took the good one. Anyways, I'm gonna do this without holding it because it's gonna be too hard. Alright guys, I got the bolts back in. The top one was obviously pretty easy. The bottom one was tricky. The way I did it is I just put the nut on the socket itself, and I carefully went back there because I don't have a magnetic socket, but I've been doing this for a while, guys, so it was pretty easy for me to do. You might drop it a couple times, but if you get a magnet or a magnetic socket, it'll help a lot, guys. But anyways, it's all put back together. I just gotta put the clamp back on, and then put the coolant in the system, bleed the system, and should be good to go, man. Don't forget to plug that sensor in, and yeah, man, I should be good to go once I have all that on. But anyways, once I bleed it, I will show you guys how I do that too. Alright, peace. Alright guys, so everything's put back together. This is a Toyota Real Deal Holyfield antifreeze. This thing costs $30 by itself. Ridiculous. Costs more than the thermostat and gasket by itself. $29.99 for this, which is hilarious, but it is what it is, man. Gotta put that good stuff. So guys, rule of thumb, you fill this up until it gets to the very, very top. You let the car run, get to operating temperatures. Once the thermostat opens up, it's gonna leave some more space, and you let it run like that for a little bit until you see all the bubbles gone from the top, and then you can put the cap back on it once it's all aired out. So it's very simple once you know what you're doing. So like again, I said, you fill it to the top, turn the car on, let the thermostat open up, let the fluid go into the engine, and continue to fill it until it fills to the very top. Put the cap on it. Alright, let's do that. Alright guys, once you have it full to the top, it's going to start overflowing like this, guys. That's fine. Just make sure you have that same basin on the bottom so that you can catch any overflow. I just want to literally wait until the fan kicks on to make sure that there's no air pockets. And once the fan kicks on, if it stays at the same level, just put the cap on it. If it doesn't, then you just fill it until you got a nice and full radiator. So I'm just waiting for that, and don't forget to fill your overflow, guys. It's supposed to be halfway between minimum and maximum. That's always where it should be. So like I said, guys, you're gonna lose some coolant there when you're doing this, but it is what it is, man. It's just part of the job. And guys, with any job, make sure that you don't have any leaks. Turned off on me because my battery's dying. But anyways, guys, just make sure you don't have any leaks. I don't have any leaks coming from the thermostat housing. So that's pretty much it, guys. Once you got that done, you're good to go. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and you guys remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Peace.